spread some good Saturday vibes. We're going to start seated. Let your hands rest on your thighs. You can sit however you want, literally however you want. Just find a seat that's comfortable for you. Allow your eyes to soften. Maybe they close. And then turning attention to breathing. Do you have any idea how important your breath is? I mean, the magnitude of the importance of your breath. If you aren't breathing, you're not alive. You have a very finite window to stay alive if you're not breathing. We know this now better than ever, right? People fighting to breathe on more levels than one. And then beyond the simple component of how we need breath to live, we need good breath to live well. So taking the attention to the expansion of the inhale, of where you breathe into, and on the fullness of the exhale, where you breathe from, but also how much you breathe out. Are you stopping the out breath before you're done? Like, don't rush it. Take your time with it. And give yourself this time now to make that connection, to really tap into the simplicity of inhaling and exhaling, but then the massive expanse, the realm that you have in which to play with that breath. And when we think of yoga, we often think of the postures, the pretzeling of one's body. The postures are just one limb. The breath is a whole nother limb. So equal importance to the breath. I think it's even more important. When a pose evades you and you're not sure where you are in the practice, come to your breath. It's your home, it's home base. With an inhale, stretch the arms up high. And then exhale, bring your hands behind your head. Good. Just take the hands to the base of the skull and just give yourself a little lift here, like a little bit of traction up. You can let the eyes open gently if they're closed. If you're not sitting cross-legged, you might want to find a position where you feel fully rooted. Fully rooted. Here comes Mister. You're going to inhale to your right. I'm going to mirror you. You're going to exhale to your left. Inhale, exhale. Consider reclosing or resoftening the eyes. Just keep that breath going here. If for any reason this arm position doesn't feel good on your shoulders, you can cross in front. Totally fine. One more round. Come through center, release the hands, and then just come back and pause. Feel the stillness, feel the breath in your stillness versus movement. And then make your way onto your hands and your knees, please. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, heart to sky, tailbone to sky, cow pose. Inhaling. And then exhale, drop the head, drop the tail, spine to the sky, exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. And just move on your own with your breath. So if you make the breath a priority and the poses are secondary, then the breath dictates the pose. The breath dictates the movement. Come through a neutral spine, tuck your toes, come to down dog. Take a few breaths here. And then right leg stretches back and hip. Come high into the left toes. Bend the right knee, pull it into your chest, and then place your right foot next to your right hand. Put the back knee down. And then rise up, Anjaneyasana. Just lifting up the spine. Beautiful. Lifting the arms to the sky. Really nice. Really nice. I'm wrestling off my sweatshirt. You stay where you are. Trying to mess up my headphones. Poor planning. And then release your hands down. And then straighten the front leg. Shifting back. And then bend the front leg. Tuck the back toes under. Back heel turns down. Generous bend in the front knee. Bring your right hand onto your right knee and then push off to come into warrior two. So push, push, push that hand so you get this lift in the right rib cage and then float the right arm up. Level the pelvis as best you can. Stretch the fingers away from each other. Broaden across the chest. Broaden across the upper back. Yes. Should I be worried? Oh, so let's not shout. You still go out, but is this just flirting? So I hear your wounds with songs that soothe that I wrote about you. Said I know about you. Inhale, rise up, and then sink into Skandasana, but not super deep. Just a little side lunge here. One more inhale. Exhale, come around. Bring your hands down. You're going to sweep the right leg back. Put your left knee down, please. Left arm comes forward. Inhale, expand. Exhale, cross, elbow, knee together. Think of cat's pose here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Open up, hold here. Plug the shoulder into the back. Option to bend the back leg. Find your foot with your hand. Optional. And then kick the foot away. Drawing the belly away from the ground. Open back up. Bring both knees down, both hands down. Come into Chaturanga on the knees. Push into the tops of the feet. Cobra or upward facing dog. Fantastic. Downward facing dog. Exhale.
Left leg stretches back, inhale. Open to the right toes, bend the left knee. Give yourself space to try to bring that foot forward. And then back knee down. And then Anjaneyasana, rising up. Beautiful. Release the hands down. And then straighten the front leg, shift back. Rebend the front leg, tuck the back toes. Turn the heel down. Left hand onto your left knee, left thigh, and then push to rise up. So get that sense of pushing yourself back. And then lift the left hand up. Really nice. Rise up. Skandasana at the back of your mat. But just like a high one. Just a kind of tempting this lunge here. How is your breath? Where is your breath? And push off, come around. Put the right knee down. Sweep this left leg back. Center yourself, right arm comes forward. Inhale. Exhale, elbow knee together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in. Inhale. Exhale, reach long, forward and back. One more round. Inhale, reach, stay here or bend the back leg, find your foot, and then kick the foot into the hand. Gently lift the belly up. If you don't lift the belly up, you're going to collapse. Push into the left hand, scoop the belly back. So it's just a little bit of a containment. Release it, knees down. Again, chaturanga on the knees, nice and slow. Push into the feet. Curl the heart up, pull the biceps back. And then downward facing dog with your exhale. And then pause in your breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Bring your feet up to your hands. Come halfway with your inhale. Hands can be on the floor, hands can be on your shins, on blocks. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise to stand. And then exhale, draw your hands into your heart. Pause here. Level the joints. So feel that the outer, the inner ankles are both drawing in to lift you up. The knees are drawing up. Level the pelvis. Not arching, not overly tucking. Right in the middle. Broaden across the chest. Soften the chin, but feel the back of the neck lengthen up. Keep all this, release your hands down, turn the palms forward, stretch the fingers down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Hug muscles into bone. Support around the joints. And then using the air as your resistance. Inhale,
Draw the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold.
Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. Exhale.
Inhale, up dog or cobra.
Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take your time. Breathe. Lift your heels. Inhale. Bend your knees. Exhale. Bring your feet up to your hands.
Inhale, lengthen into a half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold.
Rise to stand. Inhale.
And draw your hands to your heart. Exhale. Inhale, resist through the air. And exhale, forward fold.
Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. Exhale.
Inhale, heart to sky. Exhale, down dog.
Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, feet to your hands.
Inhale, pull the heart forward. And then exhale, fold down.
Rise, inhale.
And draw your hands to your heart. Exhale. Yes. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hinge, 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 hinge to forward fold.
Rise, halfway. Inhale.
Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, heart to sky. Toenails down. Down dog. Exhale.
Use your fingertips. Feel a lift in the wrists. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk, step, or jump, feet to hands. Halfway. Inhale.
Keep the length and fold down.
Rise.
Weight is balanced in the feet. And draw the hands to your heart. I'm going to go 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, bow.
Inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga.
Inhale, lift. Down dog. Exhale.
Heels up. Inhale. Knees bend. Exhale. Feet to your hands. Halfway. Inhale.
And fold. Exhale.
Rise. Inhale.
And to heart. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Bow.
Offer your heart. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale.
Inhale, rise. Thighs to the sky.
Down dog. Exhale. Right leg back. Inhale. Knee into your chest. Round the upper back like cat's pose. Help your foot forward. If you need to, place it top of the mat.
Crescent pose. Inhale. And then exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the hands around. Little pause here. Use blocks if you've got them. Hands to the floor. The legs don't have to be totally straight, but we're working in that direction. So you can have a little bend in this knee, a little give. And if you're straightening the leg completely, you're not locking out the knee. You're drawing up. So the calf is to shin, shin to calf. Back heel roots. Warrior 2. And then rise. Skandasana.
Come back top of the mat. Left hand plants down. Turn onto the pinky side of the right foot. Step the left foot back. Put the knee down if you need to. And then open up into Vashisthasana. Side plank. Maybe the right arm comes overhead. Maybe the right leg lifts. Toes toward your heart. One more inhale. Center, chaturanga. Open and rise. And dog pose. Exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Knee down the center. Help the foot forward if you need to. Put your left foot next to your left hand. Rise up to crescent pose. Pull the feet toward each other. So front foot pulls back, back foot pulls forward. And then straighten the legs with your exhale. Melt over. You've got a couple of breaths here. And then warrior two. Back heel roots. Rising up. Fantastic. Rise up. And then skandasana. However deep you feel comfortable. Come around top of the mat. Right hand down. Come to the pinky side of your right foot. Step your left foot back. Put the knee down if you need to. And then open up. Maybe the left arm overhead. Maybe the left leg lifts. Plug this right shoulder into your back. Contain the front ribs. One more inhale. And chaturanga. Exhale. Open and rise. And downward facing dog. Exhale. We're going to do that one more time on each side just to get it in your body. Right leg back. Inhale. Knee draws forward. Place your foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale. And then exhale. Straighten the front leg and bow. Back heel roots. Warrior two. Follow to the back of the mat. Skandasana. Come back around top of the mat with the hands. Left hand, left foot. Vashisthasana, any form of it. And then chaturanga. Exhale. If it feels fast to you, slow it down. Take extra breaths if you need to. Left leg back, inhale. Exhale, draw down the center. Place your foot forward. Inhale, rise, crescent. And then exhale, hands down. Straighten the front leg. Back heel roots. Warrior two. Yes. Lengthen up. And then sink to the back of your mat. Adjust your feet however you need to. Come around top of the mat. Right hand, pinky side of right foot. Step that left foot back, open up. And then chaturanga. Exhale. Rise. And down dog with your exhale. Smooth out your breath, slow down. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Lower your hips into chair. Take a few breaths here. So imagine that you've got like a strap around your hips and it's pulling you back. But then you've also got a strap behind the knees and that's pulling you forward. So that you've got this sense of centering your body, centering the weight in your feet. You're not just all to the back. You're not all into your hips. You're centered in your feet. Toes are down, but they're light. Inhale, left knee lifts, rise up. Pull your hands into your heart. And then stretch your left leg back, come into warrior three.
In Warrior 3, you're looking to square the hips, but if it doesn't happen, so be it. It's not the end of the world. But we do want to try to keep this hip kind of moving down and then rising energy in that standing leg, pinning the right hip in. Come back to chair. Find your center. Connect to your breath. Notice your mind. Did you run away on me? Come back here. Be in chair. Just be here. Tune in. Don't tune out. Stay with it. Right knee rises up. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Center yourself. Push through the air. Use the air as resistance with this right foot. So you're not just whipping the leg back. Resist it back. Like you're pushing a dumpster on wheels out of the way because it's stinky and you don't want it here. I mean, you don't really want to touch it, I know, but right now you're like, I'm getting it out of here. I probably could have thought of something else on wheels, but I don't know why I thought of a dumpster. I don't know what that says about where my head is. And it's trying to roll back and it's stinky and you're still holding it back there. You're like, nope, 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 nope. You stay back there. You stay there. I'm good here. Let me come back into chair. We're gonna make our way down onto our back. So if you're comfortable coming low, my ankles are pretty mobile. So for me, this is a happy place. If this is unhappy on your knees, your hips, your ankles, any of it, just find your way down and then come into boat pose. I should have said not quite to back yet, but we will get there. This is a pit stop, little pit stop. Knees can be bent, legs can be straight. You can hold on if you want. Good. If you're not sure about the transition, bend your knees, keep the shoulders up, lower down, and then if it's okay, re-straighten the legs. Lots of options here. You can put the feet down, you can put the shoulders down and just do one or the other. You can put them both down and just watch. Yes, it's an option as long as you're breathing. Still in your breath. My request is that you think of this as a breathing exercise and not that we're doing abs, yeah? Hold 4, not breath count, so you're gonna go side to side. That would have been a hard hold. We're here. So being at this tempo, I am doing 2, like both sides for an inhale, both sides for an exhale. If you've exercised or practiced yoga for any length of time, you've probably done this upward of 400,322 times. So anytime you see something that you've done a bazillion times, you got to bring a beginner's eye there. Keep the knowledge you have of it, but bring a beginner's eye so that you're finding something new every single time. Like you have the platform of the familiar, of your knowledge, find something new. Good. Maybe you're getting the shoulder up a little higher. Finding that twist from the rib cage to opposite thigh. And not just going through the paces of it. No point in that. No point in that. If you feel like that way, just stop, give yourself a moment, and then come back to it. We're going to slow it down. We're going to exhale, pause. Inhale, center, pause. Exhale, side.
Pause on the inhale. Last 4. Release it down, bring the feet down. Press the backs of the arms down, palms to the sky, bridge your hips up. Stretch your knees forward. Press the shoulders down even more. Smooth out your breath. Open that front body back up. Gently press the back of your head into the floor. Gently. Release down. Apanasana, knees to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. This is a pose, Apanasana. Great for digestion. So here's what's next. And I'm going to tell you so you can pick your path. We're going to find our way to chair. So if you're comfortable rocking up and down, you can rock into chair. You can use your hands to get yourself there. You can roll to your side, stand up, and come to chair. You can find any pathway that feels good to you. When you're ready, chair. Last inhale, forward fold, exhale. Halfway inhale, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Right leg back with your inhale. Right knee to left tricep. Take the leg out. Extend the right leg out to the left. Turn the left heel down. And then open up. Fallen triangle or fallen pyramid. It goes by different names, but it's the same product. Bring the left hand around, come onto the left toes, sweep the right leg up and back, and then place your foot between your hands. Take your left arm, bring it outside of your right thigh, and we're going to twist here. Powerful left leg. Use your back toes a lot. So I like to come really high into my toes and get this sense of lifting and pushing the heart forward. Fantastic. One more inhale. Unwind the twist. Take your right hand forward. I didn't grab my blocks today, but if you have a block, use a block if you want. Push off the back foot. I'm going to open into half moon. The wingspan, length from crown of the head to left foot. Start to bend this standing leg. And then send your left foot back. We're going to come to goddess. So the feet are turned open a bit. It's going to be an angle pending your body. And then sink down. Take the arms out wide. Take your right arm on top of your left arm. I'm actually going to turn and face you for sideways for a second. So right arm on top of your left arm. You don't have to change where you are. Eagle arms in goddess legs. So in this angle, notice my knees here. You don't want to have the knees collapsing forward. Try to pull the knees back. If they are collapsing forward, consider taking the toes further forward so the line of the foot and the knee pretty much matches, as opposed to being here, right?
Energetically, there's this wrapping, inner thigh wrapping open. Find your center. Find the center of your ankles, your feet. Notice where the weight is. With an inhale, straighten the legs. Pivot your toes so they're straight ahead. And then come forward. Prasarita Padottanasana with eagle arms. With an inhale, unravel the arms, lengthen the spine. Turn your right toes to the top of your mat. Right arm onto your right thigh. Hand, floor, or block. Parshva Konasana. Keep cutting that right hip under your body. Arm and leg work together to roll the chest open. Lengthen the low back. Lengthen out the right rib cage. Soften the left rib cage. And gently contain the belly. Last breath in. Release the hands down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Exhale. Rise, inhale. Every vinyasa is optional. Downward facing dog. Left leg stretches back. Cross over. Left knee to right arm. Extend that left leg out. Turn the right heel down. And then opening up. Push down into all points. So the 2 feet, the one arm, push down to lift up. Bring this right hand around. Sweep the left leg up and back. And then place your foot forward. Right arm outside the left thigh. And we twist to the left. Use the right toes to find extension in the heart. Yes, they're related, I promise. Last inhale. Unwind the twist with the exhale. Left hand forward out to the left side of that left foot. And then opening up, half moon. Wake up both legs. Wake up both arms. Beautiful. Draw energy up on that standing leg. The standing leg is the standing leg of Tadasana. It's just the hip is totally different. And then from this side, the right foot to head, that's Tadasana. Soften the front leg. Rise up. And then goddess. Your left arm, I'm not mirroring you. Your left arm is on top, your right arm is under. Wrap the arm, sink down. Rise up, square your feet, and then coming forward, Prasarita. Kneecaps are lifting, quadriceps strong. Deepen the crease of the hips to come forward.
One more inhale. Lengthen, unravel with the exhale. Walk that left arm around to the front of the mat. Turn your left toes forward. Left arm can be on your thigh. Adjust these back toes if they feel like they need it. Parshvakonasana. Side angle. This is our side angle. Straight line, back foot through the leg, through the spine, out the crown of the head, and then maybe this arm continues that line of energy. Use the left arm and the leg against each other to find more rotation in the heart. Stay with your breath. One more inhale. And then bring your hands down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Rise to open. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a moment here. Pause in your breath. We're going to do that sequence again a little faster. And I want you to feel the freedom to change it as you need to. My wish for you is that you can change it as you need to. Add to it, subtract, make it your own. Right leg back, inhale. Cross over to the left arm, fallen triangle, open it up. Release the hand back down, right leg up and back. And then place your foot forward. Left arm outside the right thigh. We twist. Good. Open. Come into half moon. Option for Chapasana. Step back. Find goddess. Right arm on top. Left arm under. Sink down. Keep the arms straight in the legs. And then bow forward. Lengthen up. Come into side angle. Release your hands down. Step back to plank, move through vinyasa, come to downward facing dog. Take a moment there, take a little pause. Good. Left leg back, inhale. Cross left knee to right arm. And then opening up, fallen triangle. Yes. Hand comes down. Sweep that left leg back. And then place your foot forward. Twisting. Use the toes to open the heart. And then unravel. Half moon. Option for Chapasana. And then stretch back. Goddess. Left arm on top, right arm under. Sink. Rise up. Pivot the feet, straighten the legs, and then bow. And then rising, opening, side angle. And then release, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Rise, open, and downward facing dog. So good. Pause in your breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway inhale. And then fold, exhale. Chair. Left knee lifts. Step your left foot back. Crescent pose, inhale. It's here for you, I promise. Release your hands down, straighten the front leg. Turn the back heel. Warrior two, we've been here, right? Yes, we have. Rise up, Skandasana, back of the mat. Good. Come back to the top of your mat. Left hand, left foot, Vashisthasana. And then right foot comes right back up to the top of the mat. Left arm sneaks to the outside of the arm. We twist. Unravel, half moon. Goddess. Right arm on top, left arm under, sink. Rise up, square the feet and fold. Lengthen, side angle. Release the hand. Step back to plank, chaturanga. Rise and down dog. Inhale to your toes, exhale, bend your knees, feet up to your hands. Halfway and fold. Chair. Right knee lifts. Push through warrior three. Crescent pose. Straighten the front leg, bow forward. Bacula roots, warrior two. Rising, skandasana. Come around, vashisthasana. Left foot comes right back up to the top of your mat. And then we twist. Unravel, half moon. Step the right foot back. Left arm on top, right under, sink. Rise up, square your feet, bow. Lengthen, Parshva Konasana. And then release down, back to plank, chaturanga. Rise. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair, inhale. Left knee lifts. Push that foot back. Crescent. Hands down, straighten the front leg. Back heel roots, warrior two. Rise, skandasana. Come back to the top for vashisthasana. Now pause with me. Pause with me. We've got a little switch here. Bring the right hand around. Pivot, fallen triangle over to the left. Bring the left hand down. Sweep the right leg back. And then place your foot forward. Awesome. Take that left arm outside the right side. And we twist. Unravel. Half moon. To goddess. Right arm on top, left arm under, sink. Lift, square the feet, and fold. Good. Lift, open, side angle. Listen, listen. Hands come down. Sweep this right leg back. Open up the hip. Bend the knee, stay there, or flip over. Listen again. Right foot top of the mat. Left foot top of the mat. You're in chair. Right knee lifts. Push through warrior three. Crescent. Straighten the front leg and bow. Root the back heel. Rise for warrior two. Rise, skandasana. Come around, top of the mat, vashisthasana. And then we've got this switch. So left hand comes down, left knee comes across, fallen triangle. Bring the hand down, left leg sweeps back, and then place your foot forward. Right arm outside the left thigh, we twist. And then unravel it. Half moon. To goddess.
Left arm on top, right arm under, sink. Rise and bow. Square off the feet. Lift, open, side angle. Hands down, sweep this left leg out, back and around. Open the hip, flip if it feels good. Come back around. Left foot top of the mat. Right foot top of the mat, chair. Hands into your heart. Left arm outside your right side. And we twist here. Maybe open the arms. Maybe take an arm balance, bringing the hands down to the ground and lifting off. If I give you time to change my mind, I'd find a way. Back to chair in the center. Forward fold. Left leg sweeps back, standing splits. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Left hand floor or block. Right hand, right hip. Right shoulder rolls open, turn the chest to the right. You don't have to lift your arm, but if you want, take it up. Yes. Someone like you makes it easy to give, never thinking of my revolved half moon. And then chair. Hands into your heart. Find the center of your feet, of your ankles. Right arm outside your left thigh. Maybe open the arms. Maybe take an arm balance. And then back to chair. And forward fold. Right leg with an inhale stretches back to standing splits. Inhale, pull the spine forward, walk the hands forward. Right hand stays down, floor or block. Left hand to your left hip, start to turn to the left. And then maybe stack that left hand on top. Revolve to half moon. And then back into chair. And then we find our way back down to our backs, all the way down. Triceps press down, feet press down. Lift your hips. Lace the hands if it's okay. Lengthen the arms out even more. Use your shoulders more. So notice where your weight is in the arms. And get the backs of the shoulders to push down to lift you up. One more inhale. And then releasing down. Take a little pause there to see how that felt. To see how that felt. Beautiful. Really nice. You're going to do it again. Bridge pose or upward facing bow with your hands by your ears. Set your feet, set your hands. Rise with an inhale. Gorgeous. Yes. Really nice. Really nice. Last breath in. And then release down with your exhale. Receive the pose. See how it felt. And then one more. Just one. You choose. It could be any other back bend as well. Rise up.
then releasing down. And then knees to your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Rock a little side to side. And then find your center. Stretch your legs up. If you'd like to go into a shoulder stand from here, you're welcome to go to shoulder stand. If you want to take a headstand, a handstand, anything else. But if you want to just have your legs up, that's cool too. If you have a block, you can bridge the hips up, put a block under your sacrum, and then take your legs up. You can use the wall to support your legs. Whatever you're choosing, support it with your breath. If you're going into one of the more heating inversions like headstand and handstand, or maybe pincha, just really get a sense of the breath being continuous. It's really easy. My hair tie just broke. It's really easy for you to lose the breath. Stay in it. Stay in it. I keep backups for this very reason. Really nice. Awesome. I can hear your music from a million miles away. Got about one more minute. Sometimes I wonder if you're made from bones and skin, or are you something for me to begin again? This love, this love, this love, this love. All right, start to come out if you're in anything that requires a counter pose, such as headstand to child's pose, shoulder stand through plow, into fish, or into a twist. Do that now. So if you're on your back and you want to stay there and thread the needle, fantastic. If you would rather, you're going to come up to seated and bring your right foot and knee toward the top of your mat. And with care, you'll stretch the left leg back and come into pigeon. If you're in pigeon with me, pushing the pinky side of the right foot down. So you've had a few breaths to kind of settle here. See if you have more length to give in the back leg. Maybe like actually pull the foot back a little more and settle into the front hip a bit more. Feel that front shin, the outer calf pushing down. Lengthen the spine. You've got about 4 more breaths here. Lengthen out the breath. For forward, you'll rise back up. And we're just going to switch sides. So if you're in thread the needle, you can just switch to the other side. If you're in pigeon, bring the left leg around. And then with care, take this right leg back. Find your center. So if you feel like you're completely off to one side, just see if there's a way that you could become more centered. And that might be by adjusting the front foot back a little bit more. Sometimes being neutral just doesn't feel good on your body, and I get that. Maybe your knee doesn't feel good there. If it does feel better to be off onto your left hip, that's okay, but just still trying to find that centering so that you're not falling off a cliff. You don't want to feel like you're just holding on. You want to find a place where you can be as much at ease as you are working. And then really start to use the back foot to lengthen the right leg out. Press the pinky side of the left foot down. And then maybe, if you haven't already, fully extending. And then gently rising up. We're going to come to a wide leg forward fold. Upavishta Konasana. And I shouldn't even say forward fold. Wide leg, maybe forward fold. Maybe you don't. Press the backs of the legs down. Feel the heels push down. The knees. The thighs. Push down into the legs. If you're forward, see if you can lift up from the legs. Beautiful. And then bring your foot in. Keep your torso kind of facing forward. Lean off to the side. Take the arm to the inner leg. You can use this hand to kind of give yourself a little leverage. Feel the length in this side body. So we did a bunch of twisting. Just really create some space here. If this is enough, stay here. If you want, bring this arm up and over, and this arm can just act as a weight. It doesn't necessarily have to reach the foot. If it does reach the foot, you can find the foot and then pull against it to kind of give yourself that lengthening here. See if you can allow the hip of the bent knee, bent leg, to get a little heavier. You don't have to drive the sitting bone into the floor. Just see if there's a sense of weightedness that you can allow to come into your body. And then inhale, rising up. And then release that leg out. And we switch. You're free to explore here however you want. This stretch that I get on my side here makes me feel like I'm going to come out of this 1 inch taller. One can hope, right? Get into that side body that gets so compacted over the course of the week, over the course of sitting at our desks, in our car, watching TV, on the couch, sitting, even standing and walking. That sense of like the side body shortening. Let's open it back up. Breathe some life into there, into that kind of the hidden spots. And just notice how as you're here, maybe things open up, maybe the sensation shifts to another spot. And then rising up. Beautiful. Come onto your backs. Give yourself a good squeeze. And then if you want, reach down, first 2 fingers and thumbs, wrap your big toes. You do not have to straighten your legs here if it's not an option, but maybe start to push the legs in the direction of straight. And then maybe you drop your tailbone, your sitting bones a little heavier toward the floor. And then maybe you start to deepen the crease of the hips by letting the legs come in toward your face without lifting your sacrum, without lifting your tailbone off the ground. And then rebend the legs. Bring the feet down. We're going to finish with a twist. Any twist that you like, take your knees one way, take your upper body the other way. And then switching sides. And then back to center and Shavasana. Release your legs out. Release your arms. Let your feet get heavy. Hands heavy. Elbows, shoulders, back of the head, back of the hips, calves, heels. And then with all the attention you give yourself during the practice on where to place your body, where to place your breath, now just let it be. Just let it flow freely, the breath, the energy.
And then start the process of deepening the breath, of reconnecting to your body. And when you're ready, find your way to sitting. Any pathway will do. Once you've come up to seated, take your hands, just rub them together a few times. And then let them still. Bring your hands to your heart. Honor yourself for being here, for doing this practice, for giving yourself this time. I'm so thankful you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.